What is going on, my stargazers? I know that you guys are doing good wherever this video finds you. And remember, just because you may be in a bad place right now, it does not mean that you're going to stay there. So I'm going to dive right into it, guys. I want this to be a fast message because you know what? There is no easy way to say this. And what's coming through is a hard thing of what someone is facing. And by this hard thing, it could be addiction, it could be alcohol, it could be even being on your phone too much to the point where you are doom scrolling, to the point where it's just like you have maybe multiple ideas of what you want to do, and then somehow you just don't end up accomplishing anything, and it's just like you're getting more brain fog. You may have had a hard time sleeping this past week or even this whole month, but you could be having some body aches as far as in the knees, as far as in the lower back. You could also have a very tight neck, or you could feel that you're having a hard time, I guess, turning your neck to the right, to the left. And right, left is coming into me like yin and yang. And it's about you accepting or finding a balance and really now having to make choices that are going to impact how you live your life. Are you going to take care of this vessel? And I'm getting that this is coming in for you to go ahead and check on your vessel, because maybe you have not been doing things in the right way. And that is okay too, but it's about knowing that, you know what? I have to check in with myself. Have I overstepped? Have I overdone something? And if so, why am I doing so? But what I'm picking up for this is that you already know the reason as to maybe why you are doing things to numb yourself, or it's just that you don't. I want to say that you have a hard time, or you have been in isolation, and it's giving me a sense of you are just tired of being told to be patient. You are tired of saying, when is this going to happen for me? Or let's see how good this reading is to give me that prediction. But I'm here to tell you that you are very close to what I want to say is going to be a breakthrough for you. But it's coming through in the sense of this time right now that may seem like a chaos, a storm, things that are putting you on nerve. This is a experience that is ultimately meant to awaken you, and whether you choose to believe in that or not, it's about knowing how are you going to see it. It is about finding an appreciation even for this moment or these hard times, because whatever it is that you're going for, whatever it is that you're walking towards, once you get there, you're gonna live the life, you're gonna have the life. And it's not saying that you won't go without any struggle, but it's coming through in a sense of right now in this moment of how you act and how you move during the storm. This is the most exciting part of want to come in and experience this journey called life. To know that you may have fallen down several times, to know that you may have been hit several times, to know that you may have been counted out several times. But you chose to make life and still choose to go forward. Because if anything, if you've been this patient for so long and you've not seen the results, or you just feel like it's just never ending, and even if you are doing things that are not good for you, it is the fact that you have that mindset that is the progress. And it's about taking it easy, taking it slow, doing things on what you feel are an alignment with you. So I want you to know, you may feel that you are in isolation, but if you go type in something on YouTube, for example, type in people who are lonely, people who don't have friends, you will see that you are not alone in that sense. But it's also about knowing that you don't have to stay there. It's about experiencing life and doing things. Even if you make mistakes, these mistakes help you to learn. Not all of us are meant to be at the same level, but this is coming through for me in a sense of someone who has kept in faith, someone who has been up to speed and always doing things, and it's just, you never have time for you. And I want to say that you've experienced something, and this could be this heavy energy, this loss, this addiction, this pain, that is basically forcing you to go ahead and face something that you don't want to face. And what is it that you don't want to face? And it's just, in this moment, I want to say there is no choice. But if you had no choice on where you are at this moment, it is about knowing that you must ground yourself. You must find a balance and take it day by day. And yes, it will be hard. Yes, you will cry, but it's about knowing that you will get past that. And if you truly feel like you need to speak to someone, reach out here and make a comment, or I will always get back to you guys. But it's about me giving you the key to know that everything is within inside you. And all these things that you are searching outside of you will keep you searching for more. They will not go ahead and give you a feeling of feeling validated. The more you seek for validation outside yourself, the more you're going to go ahead and keep seeking, and you're going to be wanting that hit, wanting more and more, and it just never seems to be enough. And it's coming through to me now in a sense of, you may think that this is a storm. Yes, that is okay for you to perceive it that way, because what you are feeling is valid, but do not stay there. Remember that child who had that dream. Go back to that innocence of that child, of that pure heart to still believe. To know that we live in a miraculous world, and you know what? Anything is possible. Be okay with who you are and ground yourself. Start being true and authentic to yourself. Do not care what people think. Do not care if you walked alone. Do not care what your story was, because it's about what your story is going to be as you are continuing writing it. This is a very heavy energy. This is feeling like really like I have no one to talk to. I feel like I am literally maybe not from this planet, and as I come to this planet, it's giving the last unicorn. It's giving the part where true divinity, or I guess that unicorn, that magical spirit, if you want to call the unicorn spirit, says a quote that says, I can feel my body. Because she turns into a human, and she says, I feel death coming all around me. And it's like she has to go through all this forgetfulness as she's here in the world. And as she forgets who she is. And all that power that she had, because she forgot all that she was. But somehow, those in this realm who had talked to the unicorn, who had befriended the unicorn, they gave the unicorn a lesson to know that there was still goodness. And when it came to a loved one being attacked, that unicorn who had fear as a human lost all that fear and remembered her original self, which was a unicorn, which was magical. But it took that traumatic experience of her seeing a friend get hurt or being attacked to snap into it and realize, no, I have the power in my hands. It's a beautiful story, guys. It's called The Last Unicorn, but hopefully I'm saying it and I'm giving it justice as I'm doing this. And I just want to say that it's giving that. It just feels like, you know what? You maybe had came into this world and maybe it started out great for you. You were the popular one, or even if you weren't, it's just like things still worked out. You have walked into a journey where you have gotten to know yourself more. You've not been changed, I want to say. But it's just like, as you're here and you're going on, it's like that inner child of who you are, because you never had to grow up. You have to be evolved, know the right things to do, even when no one is looking, and doing unto others as you would have to unto you. Confirmation on that. Commercial girl. The experience that you can't get anywhere else happened for you here. And that experience, although it may have been hard, may have been painful, it allowed you to have an empathy for others. It allowed you to connect and know that, you know what? I had been in such a world. And even if I was a unicorn in The Last Unicorn, I was at a world where, you know what? I stumbled upon the earth realm. And as I stumbled upon the earth realm, what I thought I didn't need was maybe what I needed. What I needed was to really awaken to my true power, my true potential. And it's about knowing too that if you are here for a reason. And whatever this battle may be for you, I want you guys to know that you guys will get through this. These are words that are not just said because I've had no choice myself but to keep going forward. To see results that I want to see sometimes, and then to go maybe months or weeks without seeing the results that I feel that I should have gotten certain results. And it doesn't happen that way. Then again, it could, because why? We live in a miraculous world, but it's like, am I doing this because I love it? Well, then I'm okay. And if nothing happens for me, I'm still okay. And I'm not saying that that's going to be the case, but it's coming now in the sense of what I did not get, what was not meant for me, even though I thought that was going to be totally something for me, not going in your way or your plan. That is all leading up to you having to go ahead and truly continue going forward because you have a love and a passion for whatever it is that you do. To know that if you are in this experience, it's not to say that you have to have a perfect life, that you have to have it all together. Don't go based on what is taught. Go and search yourself. Because knowledge at this time period that we're so advanced, but yet so disconnected, is now a time where knowledge is truly powerful. But remember, it is about you going within yourself. And also knowing that, you know what, you have to ground yourself. You have to experience and allow these things to pass, because that is going to lead you down a route to just keep searching more and searching more for something that is not going to fulfill you. I know that this video will touch the ears of those that it's meant to. And if you made it this far in the video, I want you to know that you were extremely special. And you know that this message is for you because you know what? You have your good days. And when you have your good days, you're good. Even if you're by yourself at home, even if you go to the dollar store, I'm getting someone who goes to the Dollar Tree. I'm getting someone who just goes out to like Walmart just to get out. You've had your experiences of partying, doing things. And it's not to say that you still don't want to have that, but it's just like right now, you're not at that point. Right now, you're in a point because you're being asked to be in the silence. You're being asked to go from this being that you feel that, you know what, it's just hard. It's to go back to that mindset of a child to say, you know what, I believe. I don't know how I'm going to get there. I just have to take the step forward, listen to my heart, and just know that what is truly for me will always find its way to me. The color is green. I'm getting purple, blue, pink. I always say I'm going to do this as a quick message, and it doesn't happen that way, girl. But right now we are going to go ahead and call from Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael could be very significant for you. But right now there's something maybe that you are needing to heal, whether this be maybe you're doing something too much in excess. Maybe pull back, separate yourself from the phone, learn to go ahead and ground, but also check in with yourself as far as, am I okay? And if I'm not, let me feel release. And not store this energy, but let me just feel, because you know what, the fact that I feel this pain, it means that I am alive. It means that, you know what, I can feel. And that is a true beauty once you understand it, because I'm not saying that you have to suffer in life, but I don't think suffering is really what people think it is at times. I think that certain things happen because they allow us to have that experience to see how we're going to continue to go forward. How we're going to continue to move. And you don't have to know why certain things played out the way that they did. Because ultimately you can't change anything. All you can continue doing is doing whatever you feel that you need to do in your heart. Because if you are still here, confirmation of the commercial, you have a purpose. And you don't know who you're inspiring, who is watching you. So trust and the one that you call God with all your heart. But it's also knowing that you too are that God. And I'm not saying it in a negative way or But it's coming through in the sense of, I need to step out of this comfort zone. Because the unicorn stepped out of her comfort zone, and yes, she forgot as she stepped into the world, because the world is the realm of the forgetful, of forgetting. But it's about knowing that as you step out into the unknown and maybe you forget, that dream or that result that you want is totally there for you, because you wouldn't have had that in your mind if it wasn't possible. Do not rush the process of wanting to get there, because when you're there, you're going to have the life that you feel that you want. It's not saying you're not going to have ups and downs again, but it's like this moment right now, this experience, you can change the experience of how you are feeling. But choose to be in this experience, choose to be all that you can in this now moment. Come back to this now moment and be in all of it, because when you're in that future promise, you will see that you're looking back to this time now and saying, you know what, I wish I would have done things differently. I wish I would have been in that time now. So take advantage of right now, guys. Let's see what Archangel Raphael wants to say. We got 2 cards. I did say the colors blue, purple, but it says use your natural healing abilities. So if you have gone through it, if you have been in addictions or that doesn't mean that you don't have the gift to heal. And I want to say, if you have had problems with maybe parental figures and you felt like you lacked a parental figure, or that you did not have a proper father figure, or that you just felt like you didn't go to college or anything, all those things that may have hurt you, if you came into foster care, or if you were being in a family of adoption, or you just had struggles, no matter what those struggles were, those struggles, if you choose to go ahead and just feel them and just know that you have a trust, and also just saying, what choice do I have? If I'm in this moment, I can't change it. I have to create the moment that I am going to go ahead and find a form of peace. And it's about knowing that, you know what, I may not be where I want to be, but you know what, I can go find a job. I can go ahead and do things in whatever correct and right way, so that I can save up and get me to this point. But basically, what you have gone through, whatever it is that you feel that you lacked, has allowed you to have a knowledge, an appreciation, an empathy on how to help people who are maybe going through things that you have gone through, and who aren't handling things in the right way. And it's like, that's why you have this gift to heal. So use your healing natural abilities. Archangel Raphael, thank you for clearly guiding and encouraging and supporting my healing work. So I want to say, you are on a healing journey, or you could be someone who practices shamanism, someone who considers themselves a witch, or someone who can just feel the emotions, an empath. But I do want to say, with detoxification, that is a confirmation that you are doing something in excess. So I want to say that you need to detoxify your body. And it's not saying that you have to quit something, maybe cold turkey, if that's the case, but it's saying, you know what? My mind is stronger. I love my body. Let me do what I have to do, but let me go ahead and pull off slowly. If you did something all day, do it half day for the first couple days. And then from the half day, take it to just like a certain time at noon, or drink, or just, you know what I'm saying? Just like go off slowly and be in this experience and find gratitude, find love, and be thankful for everything that you have. Even if you feel that you don't, there's always something. The fact that you woke up, the fact that you were alive. It may not be where you want to be, but the fact that you are breathing, the fact that you are allowed to go ahead and walk when some people can't even walk. Some people will never even get to experience a normal life. Have gratitude. But dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for cleaning up my body, my mind, and life, so that I may happily and healthfully live free of chemicals, drugs, alcohol, even on the phone. It's about now knowing that we have all this technology. All of this is okay, but that doesn't mean that we have to separate ourselves from the earth. I'm hearing educate, knowledge about how the body works, what it is that we are as a being, as far as that we are electrical beings. Bottom of the deck is hydration. You are definitely needing to go ahead and be outside, work with water, have a water cleansing, and you could also add Himalayan salt and have a Himalayan salt bath. And bottom of the deck with hydration is signifying, dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for motivating me and guiding me to drink more water so that my health, energy, and appetite stay optimal levels throughout each day. But with this, it's also giving me in a sense of no one is gonna guide you or take your hand, and you may have someone, if you are lucky to have someone to tell you or lead you down the path, but you have to want to go ahead and take those steps. And I'm hearing for someone, if you want to have a success for someone else or just to provide for your family, or that, and that's a beautiful thing, but it's coming through in a sense of that's very beautiful, but you need to want to have that because that's what you want, and because you have a love for yourself, because you were able to attain that. You are worthy of attaining that because you have a love for yourself to know that, you know what, I can achieve this. But it basically just means that you go forward, and that all the blessings that you achieve for the love of yourself, you can share with those who are meant to be in your life and have that to be a part of it. It's about loving yourself fully, wholly, and being authentic and just going with whatever it is that you want to do. Regardless if you fall down, regardless of how many hits you took, regardless of whatever it is, because the whole point is you were divine. And maybe all of this is happening. You could choose to see it like this, or you could just say that, you know what, it's just life. No, you could choose to see it happening in a sense of, this happened, what did I learn from it? How long did it take me to learn when I went through that in that time? And then it starts clicking back to saying, I didn't think of that. And now that I go back, it's just like, I'm glad that it happened that way, because maybe it wouldn't have led to this if that never happened. Connect with the trees, connect with like feeling everything. And I'm not saying it like in a hippie way or like a woke way. I'm saying like, no, it is the fact that we are all here on a living planet. And yes, we have technology, but there's so much more to the world, to this experience that we're in, to the things that we cannot see. So in other words, have eyes to truly see, to truly believe, and you don't even need to see to believe, because you just have a feel. It's just like when you look at animals, they have a pure heart. It's all love, and just that pure love that they have or give, that should be a sign to just let you know that there's something so much more. So yeah, guys, I want to say we could be seeing, I'm going to do an angel number to see what's coming through. I want to say we could be getting the numbers 999, 333. I want to say 777. So 777, 333, 999. Maybe 1414. Just 10, 5, 11, 11. Okay. I always say that I'm not going to take so long, guys. I'm going to take long boots. Okay. Okay. We have 1717. This is the star. 1717, that's 8, that's 16. So this is the star and the tower. So it's just like, it's a perfect confirmation for me, because it's just like, you can't go ahead and be that star if you haven't had that tower moment. It's like, again, this experience that you're walking in, whether it be a good moment or a bad moment, it's about knowing it's how you handle it, or your mind to go through these things. But it's about knowing that you still need to find a reason to love each experience, no matter what it is. The fact that it was an experience that you're experiencing, that is the most beautiful thing that you will never be able to go ahead and get or take back with you. Say, for whoever you are a star. And your angels want you to know that the time has come to rely on your knowledge, your wisdom, and your ambition. You have an important soul mission and life purpose. Leaning on your inner strength will allow more of your path to unfold ahead. And again, it's about saying you may not be where you want to be, or you're not seeing the results. Stop, listen, breathe. Enjoy this moment of whatever it is that you're creating. Stop worrying about how many followers, about how many likes the video got. It's just like, keep showing up. Show up for you. And I'm not saying that you should be selfish or not help people. I'm saying no, but show up for you right now. Because the only way that you're going to make a difference is if you get to where you need to be. Affirmation is, as I take leadership of my life brings a flow of good fortune and good blessings. I'm going to take one more. Oh my gosh, we got 14, 14, and I did say 14, 14, and I did say 10, and I did say 2, because 10, 10, that's 1, 2. 14, 14, that's 5. 5, 10, yeah. So either way, it's a confirmation, guys. It's right here in front of you. And pretty much with 14, 14, they are seeing possibilities. Building strong foundation from the tower moment, though, because we just said the tower too, but it's like perfect because you are now at the point where you are building a strong foundation, which creates stability and welcomes in possibilities. All possibilities exist and are amplified when gratitude, and I said this in this video, it's about finding things to be thankful for, and there's always something to be thankful for. And that is how you conquer fear, and you move in moments of tribulation or in moments of uncertainty. When gratitude is felt for the foundations that are in place. My phone keeps going off because I'm already out of storage. Okay, so pretty much I'm going to finish this off. So when gratitude is felt for the foundations that are in place, all possibilities exist. Your affirmation is, I am grateful for all that is and all that will be. I trust in the possibilities of what I desire or something greater. And your final message is 10-10 growth. Spiritual awareness is opening you to all that you are ready to see. Your destiny is being fulfilled. Keep your intentions pure with your eyes looking ahead, and you will continue to increase the growth that is here. Your affirmation is, the more I invest awareness in my growth, the closer I continuously become to the outcomes I am seeking. And right now, real quick, guys, they're telling me to go into I want to say this is for a young man or a older gentleman who didn't have the correct mother or father figure. And it's about saying, don't let that stop you from being the best parent that you were meant to be for your kid. Because what you lacked, you were meant to be that gift. And you may feel that, oh, I don't know how to do this, or I don't know. No, it's the fact that you are not going to have a manual, or even if you did have a manual book, you're not going to go in that time of, oh, let me see what I have to do when I need to change the diaper, or just like, it's just like you just do it. So maybe a baby could be significant, or a baby pet could be significant coming through. You could be getting a pet, but I do want to say, though, that for whoever that resonated with, they want you to know that you're meant to do things in a very different way from what you went through. So be creative and allow imagination. And I want you guys to know, you guys can always reach out here, and I will always reply. I will always do my best, because I'm still learning all this technology gigs. But if I can do it in my own journey, you guys can do it. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Tomorrow's never promised, and you have no reason not to go after whatever it is that you are wanting to go after. Have faith in a dream and the courage to make it come true. Till next time, stargazers. Thank you.